You came into the office a little early as now you have your own car. Good morning, sir. He looked at you and today you were looking a little different as you have applied makeup and some changes in your dress up making Jungkook jealous because he was still mad about last night. You are looking very happy today. You smile. I'm always happy. He chuckled and nodded. Right, but today there is a different spark. You chuckled. All thanks to you, I rode a Mercedes Benz today. You said, winking at him while he chuckled. Just let me know what things makes you happy. I'll try to provide you with all. Your smile faded and you raised a brow. Don't worry about my happiness, Mr. CEO. I'm already happy with my life. You could see his smile fading away. He was already feeling anger and the way you started behaving a little differently really triggered him. You walked towards your desk and started working while he couldn't take his eyes off of your face. He doesn't know why he was feeling anger, but he was also aware that he has to be careful around you. He has to win you not by force but love. After some time you got up and looked at him who started pretending like he's checking the papers. I'm going to bring coffee for myself. Would you like to have some? He slowly lifted his eyes and met yours. Oh, I forgot that you don't like coffee. I'll be back. You were about to leave but he spoke. I liked the taste. I would love to have it again. You tried to control your smile and nodded. I told you it's addictive. I wonder what else you don't like. I would love to make you try them. Are you sure? He said with a grin. Yeah, I'll bring the coffees. He walked out of the room while he leaned back on his. Life is separated. Then focus on professional life too if you want to survive. He walked towards his office while he sighed and followed him, while texting Mark that you can't come to meet. You again came into the office looking a little pissed. What do you want me to do now? What are your rules? Your breath hitched when he turned towards you. Your bodies were just inches away and you could feel the tension building inside you. I set rules to see the potential of the person in front of me, and I see a lot of potential in you. I told you already how interesting you are. He raised his brow when you passed him a mocking smile. I started to respect you and also quite impressed with your amazing style. This kind of voice doesn't suit you, Mr. CEO. I hate cheesy pickup lines. This sounds so cringe. You took a step back. I told you about the last CEO who fired me. Guess what? He said the same line to me. You were about to walk towards your desk when he grabbed your hand. You looked at him. Let me know what else you hate so it can be fixed. No inconvenience for the person who works her heart out for the development of the company. You smiled and took a step closer to him. I know it won't be right to say it directly, but I told you I'm not good in keeping things inside. Feel free. Do you perhaps started to like me? No, I mean, I'm just having this feeling. He smiled. Can be possible. Let's go with the flow of your feelings. He walked towards his desk, leaving you try to connect the dots. You were waiting for Jungkook near his car after the meeting as he stayed there to have some conversation with the builder. Sometimes you feel like he'd do some mafia stuff too because there's always a gang of men who works for him and you kind of doubt them. Now you're slowly getting familiar with Jungkook's anger, but he's normal around you. In fact, more like on the cheerful side, which you kind of like. Mark and you never met after that day because you literally have to available for Jungkook 24/7 and he always makes some excuse to make you stay with him. That's why you clearly told him that this relationship won't work out and you doesn't want to give him false hopes. You were just lost in your thoughts when your eyes landed on your ex-boss who already noticed you and now walking towards you. He stopped near you while his lips were curled up in a smirk. So now you joined John Constructions, Seems like he's paying you enough in return to fulfill his wild fantasies. Just like how you tried and failed miserably. His smirk disappeared and he looked at you angrily. Seems like you still didn't get enough that day. Should I do that again? He grabbed your throat with his one hand while he tried to free your neck as he was pressing hard. You thought I'd let it slide that easily, huh? Suddenly he was being dragged backwards and when you saw he was no other than Jungkook. For the first time you saw the dangerous anger on his face. He dragged him, grabbing his head from back. Let me see how much capable you'll remain. Hey, leave me, what the? Before he could say anything, he was throwing blood, getting hit right on his jaw. Jungkook grabbed him by his collar and made him senseless in just a few punches. You rushed to him before he completely killed him. Jungkook, no, leave him. Why did you stop me? You looked at him but then lowered your eyes and sat in front of him before taking his hand in your and applied the bandage on the back of his palm because it got cut. He got what he deserved. I didn't want your image to be ruined by coming in the middle of something like this. Your eyes met and the way he was looking at you, you could feel butterflies in your stomach. The image was not important at that time. I would have made him regret his whole life for everything he has done to you. There was a tension between you two and you were not liking it, so you decided to change the topic. I told you that I already made him regret his life, but that guy seems so stubborn, likes to mess up even after all that. You said with a short laugh, but he was just looking at you with a straight face. I'll get going now. See you tomorrow, Mr. CEO. You said and smiled before turning around but stopped when he grabbed your hand. You turned back towards him while he got up. Let's go for dinner if you have no plans. You shifted your eyes on his hand holding yours and then looked at him. Fine with me, he said, removing his hand slowly. And also, call me Jungkook from now on. Don't you think it's too informal? I mean, we are no friends. We can be, isn't it possible? You smiled. Of course it can. His lips curled up into a side smile. Let's go. You nodded as you both walked out of the room. I've heard that this place is owned by you. Heard? You didn't know? I mean, I didn't before, but now I do. You said, smiling. Who told you, by the way? He said, giving you a glass of wine. Someone I know. You took a sip and looked at him while he smiled, but inside he was trying to control his jealousy. Since we become friends, we should know a little about each other's life, don't we? You raised an eyebrow in confusion. Then tell me about you. He laughed. One of the things I love the most is you being in your charm. It's true, but here I'm asking about you, Mr. Jungkook, not me. He leaned forward, joining his hands together on the table. But I'm interested in knowing about you. There's nothing interesting to know about me. I'm just a normal girl, just hoping to have a great life ahead. You sure will. By the way, do you have a boyfriend or? I don't. I mean, earlier I was not interested in when I found someone. I don't have time, so. So, he shrugged his shoulder and took another sip of wine. I don't have time for relationships. He smiled, leaning back, getting completely satisfied. So, any plans? He looked at him. Not sure. What about you? I'm sure you must be having millions of girls after you. He laughed. What made you think that? Why not? You have everything, money, power, fame, and you look good. Everything is perfect about you. Then what about you? Do you like me? There goes a complete silence for some minutes. It's like he was waiting for this question to be answered. You put the glass back and looked at him. I guess it's better if we stop here. Sharing too much personal life can be dangerous. We have a gold digger in our company. I heard you had affairs with your previous boss. How do you do that, huh? You turned towards her and took a few steps closer, already making her nervous. Why? Do you want classes from me? She scoffed. I'm not like you. And you can never be. But you seems to have a lot of interest. Wait, you are the one who is having a secret relationship with MD, I guess. Whoa, I've heard he's married. Her eyes widened because no one probably knew about it. That's you who does that. Stop pointing your dirty fingers on me. You really lost your temper. Are you jealous that you failed to get your hands on that gold? Meena tried to hit you, but you grabbed her hair and pulled back, making her scream. There were only you two in the meeting room by that time, but soon other members started to come and they stopped at the door when they saw the scene inside. Oh my god, we need to stop them. Soon Jungkook also came and everyone bowed. They all gulped because you seems to be unaware of his presence and now you can be in trouble. What's going on? Stop them. Leah was about to go but Jungkook stopped. Stand in your place. She looked down. Jungkook was watching you. That's enough for today. You both looked at the direction as all the members were there. You looked at Jungkook and left her hair. She immediately played her victim card. Sir, Secretary Ryan is misusing her powers. She said with a fake cry while you didn't say anything. Jungkook looked at you. What's going on here? Can you explain, Miss Kim Ryan? He looked at her and then at him. She was just crossing her boundaries. I didn't say anything to you. You are the one who tried to hurt me on the first place. You scoffed. Even your eyes shows your lies. Miss Kim Ryan, see me in my office. Postpone the meeting. He walked away from there. You saw Meena smirking. You smirked and left from there. You came in his office while he was standing near the glass window, looking outside while his hands were in his pockets. He closed the door and came inside. He turned towards you. Did you check the documents sent by the Kim Corporation? You were a little surprised because you thought he would talk about the incident happened a while ago, but he looked completely normal. Yes. Show me. You went to your desk and came back with the file in your hands before giving it to him. He took a glance inside it. About earlier, it was not my mistake. He couldn't stand the silence, plus his behavior was making you worried. He looked at you. Did I say anything? You should, because what you all saw, everyone must be thinking it was me who picked up the fight. I don't care about others because I know you can't do anything wrong. There was a silence for some time.